Introducing the all-new Corolla.
We, the jury in the above entitled case, find the defendant, Chad Ryan DeSoto, guilty.
It was a landslide victory for the prosecution in this case. Chad Ryan DeSoto was found guilty on all charges, 3 counts of aggravated murder and 11 counts of attempted aggravated murder. It was on February 12 last year when DeSoto drove his car into a crowded Tumon sidewalk, crashed it into the Outriggers ABC store, then jumped out and stabbed several passersby. 81-year-old Kazuko Uehara and 29-year-old Rie Sugiyama were stabbed to death. 51-year-old Hitoshi Yokota was hit by the car and died at GMH 2 days later. At a press conference today, the Attorney General's office called it a good day for the island and thanked the jury for their hard work.
Well, this is a good day for justice for Guam, for the people of Guam, and especially for the victims and their family members.
They were able to discern between the truth and the act the defendant was trying to sell them. Most importantly, they listened to the defendant as he spoke to his girlfriend. They heard how manipulative he was, as he apparently fooled her, but could not fool them.
At issue was not whether DeSoto did it, but whether he could be held legally responsible for what he did. The prosecution argued that the attack was premeditated and motivated by his bitterness over the recent breakup with his girlfriend. But the defense maintained that the breakup and loss of his grandfather were only factors in his downward spiral that led to his psychotic break. Attorneys met with jurors after the verdict. Lead prosecutor Phil Tydinko said the jury, made up of 10 women and 2 men, thanked him for the amount of evidence that was provided. Defense attorney Jocelyn Roden had little to say about the verdict or on the reaction of the jury.
Hi, you can ask me later.
Why not now?
No, because I'm tired. No,
I'd just like to get your reaction.
Janella, very nice. I am just thankful that the jurors hung in there and they made a thorough deliberation, and I still have my faith in the justice system.
Were you able to poll the jurors?
No, no more.
You weren't able to speak to any of them?
Bye, Janella.
The jury was in its 10th day of deliberating when it finally reached a verdict this morning at 11 a.m. After DeSoto's conviction, each of the 12 jurors were asked by Judge Anita Sokola to verify that they not only made their decision as a whole, but more importantly, individually. All 12, without hesitation, answered yes. There was much speculation that there may be gender bias among the jurors. We asked the AG's office how the jury was chosen.
How much of that jury was based on what the Attorney General's office wanted?
I think that was the defense that wanted mostly women. I don't know if you were there, but I mean, it was public. They were trying to make it all women, and I kept objecting because they kept striking all the men.
Yeah, and
so they deliberately wanted women on the jury. That was my argument. It's on the record.
DeSoto's family was also rendered speechless after the hearing. His mother, Ray DeSoto, was visibly distraught with the outcome.
Anything you'd like to say? Oh, this is my ID.
Okay.
Where are you guys going? Is there anything you'd like to say, Mrs. DeSoto?
As far as sentencing, Tydinko says he plans to ask for the maximum punishment.
As you heard, he got found guilty of aggravated murder and attempted aggravated murder, so they carry the same penalty, which is life imprisonment without the possibility of parole.
So he's looking at a possibility of 14 life sentences? Would that be fair to say?
Yes.